A theme that I worked with in classes this week is that of like rounding and arching our spine. And many of us don't think of the fact that beyond this kind of sagittal plane motion, we can employ another plane at the same time. Being the frontal plane, I think of it as folding forward our fluff and stuff or folding our fluff and stuff backwards. Or this quality of like yawing our sides, the periphery of our sides to the midline or away from the midline. Okay? And when we're rounding and arching, we can use this second plane to enhance and support our quality of motion. It gives our two kind of directions that can work off one another, which is super helpful. So what I mean by that is I could just round down and arch back, okay? I can add another element in. So if I imagine that I've got googly eyes at the front of the shoulder, googly eyes on my lower ribs, googly eyes on my front hip points, and as I round, I could also have this quality of those googly eyes all looking towards midline as I roll down. That's going to give a certain quality of making space as I move into that space. And then as I unroll and start to arch, I could think of those googly eyes looking away from the midline. That's going to feel totally different than just rounding and arching. Now, I could also think of, as I'm rolling down, I'm going to have the googly eyes look away from one another. That's going to have this roll down have a different quality. It lets me kind of work against myself differently. And as I roll up and arch, I could have those googly eyes look towards the midline. Okay, so we aren't flat Stanley. Think about this idea in that sagittal plane motion of rounding and arching the spine, of also folding your fluff and stuff forward and back. Let me know how it goes.